You couldn't have ordered up a more perfect evening along the Puget Sound. Welcome to CenturyLink Field for tonight's match between the Seattle Sounders and Colorado Rapids.
That confidence will go a long way with a forward who historically has been streaky. Try to get up close next to Connor Casey, who's the big man that makes it easier for them to get early service into the box.
Referee Kevin Stott, he took charge of the 2009 MLS Cup here in Seattle. Real Salt Lake beating the LA Galaxy on penalties. Two more Western Conference teams in action tonight. Colorado get us underway. For Rose, nicely made to Johansson, now Eddie Johnson, and they still got it here, Seattle. Two green shirts in the box. Eddie Johnson gets the crossover. It's a good one, and the far post was Alvaro Fernandez, and it's a corner kick. He ghosts in so often at the far post to get on the end of crosses. Alvaro Fernandez still waiting for his first goal of the season. The Argentine Rosales to curl in the penalty area. The header comes in from Fernandez. He's heading towards the corner. Matt Pickens with a smart save.
It's a nice curled-in ball. Has to check back for it. That little step back takes a little pace off of it. Easy save in the end from Pickens.
Eddie Johnson looking at space here for Alvaro Fernandez. Rosales is in the box. He may go alone. Fernandez on the right foot. Alvaro Fernandez takes a deflection and saved by Pickens.
What a delightful first-time ball this is. Right on the money from Eddie Johnson. Good first touch. You want him to have that crack there. Cuts it back, deflects a little bit. Great save from Pickens, but right there, the ball's hopped up perfectly for you. Hunter Freeman does a great job of getting something on it and slowing it down for Pickens.
Fascinating situation brewing at the Home Depot Centre with Frank Lampard, the Chelsea man, Champions League winner, spotted at the Home Depot Centre during the week. Rumours that he may sign for the LA Galaxy. If he is to do so, then one designated player would have to go. That's a ball by Wynn. Rosales, Johnson, Eddie Johnson on the right foot. The angle is tight. Went for the near post and Pickens was down smartly. They look a bit rattled at the back there, the Colorado Rapids. And just this give and go between Birch and Fernandez. And look at the run being made here by Eddie Johnson. Johnson into the penalty area. Can he get a volley in? He does! And it's just wide. What a tremendous ball by Mark Birch after some scintillating play between the left-back and Alvaro Fernandez.
This is a world-class ball from Birch. I'm standing right behind him when he hits this on the money. Eddie Johnson does a great job of taking that down. It's hard on a full sprint to cushion that ball and not have that first touch go away from you. Tries to get over the volley, can't get it on frame, but I've been so impressed with the running off the ball from Eddie Johnson early in this one.
Colorado in possession. Lovely through ball there by Rivero towards Casey. It was Jeff Park who stepped in, but Castrillon has it. Connor Casey, danger man into the penalty area. Alonso back challenging. Oh, it's a good cross over the 6-yard box. There was no one there. No Fox in the box that time for the Colorado Rapids, but good work by Connor Casey, and initially a very good through ball by Martin Rivero.
Going to win that foot race more times than not. What will end up happening is Marvell Wynn will notice that and start to cheat over and help Drew Moore, and that'll open up a lane for someone else.
There he goes again against Drew Moore. Eddie Johnson, full of purpose, into the penalty area. Drew Moore with the defending this time, though. And they're away again here, the Seattle Sounders. Look at Rosales, arm raised, desperate for the ball. Here's Eddie Johnson, back towards Kasky. There's the ball to Rosales. Johnson's going near post, now pulls to the back post. Here's the cross. Punch clear by Pickens. Jeff Park with the free kick. Look at this, Carl. Super move.
Well, and this is the space that you find for Mauro Rosales. He was the one that checked into the midfield, drew Marvell Wynn out, continues to make that run. Nice floating ball back post.
Salary together is 45% or thereabouts of the salary cap. Connor Casey onto a defensive mistake, twisting, turning. Rivero drives it into the side netting. Defensive mistake from the Seattle Sounders. They've given away possession in a very dangerous area.
Well, this is where Colorado are going to be at their best. Sloppy giveaway. But Connor Casey running point, holding the ball up, drawing three defenders. Look how central Seattle Sounders are, and that opens up space for Martin Rivero. And this doesn't miss by much, just curling away from that top corner.
Johansson towards the back post, and Alvaro Fernandez, a looping header. That Pickens was interested for a while.
Well, Hunter Freeman's caught with this blindside run, doesn't take a look and gets out-leaped. Needs to open up his body there, see the runner coming in as well.
But it's just holding off the attentions of Casey, who's feverishly trying to win possession back for Colorado. Oh, look at that collision between Alonso and Lorenowitz. Alonso came off second best, and then there was a challenge, and there's a yellow card. Rivero's gone into the book, and you remember the feisty situation between these two sides going back to that Steve Zakuani injury. Martin Rivero has a yellow card, his fourth of the season, one away from a one-match suspension.
Rapids can establish a little more possession. They can allow those outside backs to get forward.
Deep cross towards Casey. He got the flicked header on just ahead of Brian Meredith. Casey's claiming it came off Meredith last.
I think he's got a good argument as well. As this ball curls in, Connor Casey going up for it. That's nowhere near his head. Meredith definitely gets a hand of that.
Guess who's on the ball? Now Casey. Lorenowitz towards the back post. A bit too much on that one. He's going to test Meredith though, and he has to claw it over the bar. And he's actually collided with the post as well. It'll be a second corner for the Colorado Rapids. An overhit cross from Jeff Lorenowitz. He's won inside a corner. An awkward one for Meredith to deal with. Rivero across to take it. Here's Rivero. Fills it in. Rose with the header clear. Rosales with an opportunity to break away. And has Kevin Stott blown up for half-time? He has. Just as Rosales was sprinting clear. Rosales can't believe it. He's standing, stunned, but it's the end of the first half. Rosales with it. Johnson was closest to it, and in the end Pickens had to claw that ball wide. Took an awkward skip in front of him, and it's a fifth corner of the match for the Seattle Sounders.
Well, as this ball's curling in, all you need to do is get a touch to it. It doesn't touch any player and skips off the turf, and actually watered the turf at halftime, and that's going to cause that ball to skip up, play a little faster when it skips in front of goalkeepers.
Rosales right-footed. Here it comes ahead, it comes in, it's there! Alvaro Fernandez! His first goal of 2012! Ziggy Schmidt says he wanted more from the designated players. There's the first instalment.
Ask and you shall receive. Ball curled in at an outstanding spot, but no one on him. Hunter Freeman allowing Fernandez to get a run up to it, and between he and Zapata, they missed the mark. Completely unmarked, but the ball curled in, and when it's curling towards you, and that ball hits off your head, it pops off it. Gains speed, heads it down, a very difficult spot for the goalkeeper, and a great goal.
Flick from Fernandez. Fernandez, the flag has stayed down. It's a foot race. Alvaro Fernandez has miscued it. Oh dear. The Colorado Rapids defense were looking for a flag. It never arrived. The ball held up on the turf. Let's take a look at this, Kyle.
Well, he's on when the ball's struck. Marvell went trying to hold the line. The ball checks up, and at that moment, Pickens is in no man's land. Fernandez trying to go with the cheeky chip over his head, gets it completely wrong.
There's the goal scorer. Rosales again. Here comes the header from Eddie Johnson that time. It took a deflection. Easy in the end for Pickens. But they look dangerous from set pieces, particularly these corner kicks. Play switch to Smith on the left. Connor Casey. Luis Zapata forward from left back. Lorenowitz is going to wind up and have a shot, and it's a very good one. Parried by Meredith. Lorenowitz scored here in that 4-3 defeat last year. Being ushered out towards the touchline by Marvell Wynn. Still Eddie Johnson. Still Eddie Johnson. Into the penalty area. Johnson sides down. No foul. Ziggy Schmidt isn't happy. It's a throw into the Seattle Sounders. Let's take a look at this, Kyle. What a moment.
Outstanding pace, splits the two defenders, great strength and balance. And Zapata goes through Eddie Johnson to get that ball. Not only from behind, a very dangerous challenge to make if you're Zapata. He makes contact with the ball, but it looked like from that angle he had to go through Eddie Johnson's leg to do it. And that's why you see Ziggy Schmidt's angry. I've never seen Ziggy run that fast, sprinted down the line to scream at the referee.
Here's another angle, Kyle. As Eddie Johnson remains on the ground. Here we go.
Well, and right here, he gets his foot out.
Ooh.
And there's a little bit of ball there.
Yeah.
But he has to go through Eddie Johnson's leg to get that ball.
Right-footed from Mauro Rosales. In swinging towards the 6-yard box. Pickens and Moore. A lack of communication here. Here comes the header. Cleared by Lorenowitz. Calmness from Iani. Rosales switches it to the right foot. To the back post. Eddie Johnson! Sensational all evening. A team-leading 8th goal of the season for the man called EJ. A second assist from Mauro Rosales. 2-0 Seattle.
Right on the money. In between two defenders. Curling in, Eddie Johnson rises up. Look at that leaping ability. All he has to do is watch this ball hit his head. Doesn't even need to snap. Just direct it towards that far post, send it back from where it came from, but it's all in that delivery. But look at the height Eddie Johnson gets, and that's 3 headers in his last 3 goals, and he's feeling it.
Headed to Castrillon. Mullan. Lots of space here for Hunter Freeman. Here comes the cross into the area. They've left it, Seattle. It was a good low drive in the end by Rivero, and Meredith had to make a very smart save.
It's a good early ball. Comes in. Rose lets it go. Ducks his head. And it drops right on the foot of Rivero. It doesn't catch all of that one.
Portland Timbers very well supported down the I-5. Vancouver likewise north of the border. Here comes Rosales. Andy Rose with the header. It's looping and lands on the top of the goal.
Too often in this game, off of set pieces, Seattle Sounders players are finding space, getting the ball towards the frame, and Rose does a great job of knotting that far post. Yeah, it looks like it might be Cassio. Yeah, Tony Cassio is getting ready to come on.
Another offensive move, of course. Ball wafted into the penalty area. Meredith comes to claim. He gets the punch on it. Just evades Rivero on the edge of the area. Here's Kasky. He's giving it away to Wynn. Lorenowitz. Ball breaks to Castrillon. Zapata advancing. Here comes the cross. It's a good one to the back post. Cummings! 2-1! And it's game on. That's a 9th goal inside the final 15 minutes of the season by the Colorado Rapids. And nerves will begin to jangle at CenturyLink Field.
Well, I mentioned it early. Early service into the box. Change the point of attack, get it wide, perfect ball curled far post. Iani misses his mark, thinks that ball's going to skip, doesn't take the look over his shoulder, and Omar Cummings with a great run and a tremendous finish.
The defending here. That's first time ball by Fernandez to Montero. Montero to Rosales. Rosales through. Alvaro Fernandez to restore the 2-goal lead. What a challenge by Hunter Freeman. You'll not see better defending than that. 9th corner. Fernandez thought he was clean through. A brilliant challenge.
Great ball from Mauro Rosales, perfectly paced. Takes that touch, but the timing of that challenge is perfect, as you said, from Hunter Freeman. He had to get it right, and he did.
It means that Steve Zakuani will make his return against Colorado and against Brian Mullan. I don't know what it'll take.
This is an amazing moment.
Yeah.
This is an amazing moment. You can feel the energy building.
Lorenowitz into the penalty area. Oh, it's gone in! It's 2-2! But the flag's up on the far side. What drama at CenturyLink Field. The air was taken out for a matter of seconds there by Jeff Lorenowitz, but it's offside. Mauro Rosales will come out, and I'll leave it to CenturyLink Field to welcome back their hero. Freeman with the cross, Rivera with the header. It'll break here for Casio. Could there be late drama here? Into the penalty area it goes. Rivera over the bar! What a chance for Colorado! And he knows it.
Well, it gets unbalanced. The ball flicks on. Casio drives this back. Fantastic layoff here from Adu. And Martin Rivero tries to pick his spot, tries to pick out that upper corner, gets underneath it a little bit, rising over the bar, and 4 Colorado Rapid players went down to their knees. They knew that was the moment.
Here's Casio towards the penalty area. Zapata with the header. Zakuani is there, but it's all over. Seattle celebrates the return of that man after 15 months, and they celebrate the end of a club record 9-match winless run. Second goal came from Eddie Johnson.